As of June 30, 2020, the Philippines has 109,508,000 people population. And we are very worried about that, and we are glad that the government has done all sorts of things to try to put down the amount of COVID cases we have. That's very, very good. But now let's talk about the rest of the population who don't have COVID but who are affected by the policies regarding COVID, di ba? So now we're going to ask, what has the government done for them? Kaya narito ang ating programa. Let's hear it from the people themselves. We're going to talk about this with very young professionals, Kenneth Isaiah Abante and John Michael Lava, who represent a group called COVID-19 Budget Trackers. They have a really impressive set of outputs that cover the budget process, the implementation, etc. And all their data is based on government data. All right, so let's talk to Ken and Michael. Ken Abante, how are you? And Michael, paano nyo ba inumpisahan itong group na COVID-19 budget trackers? Parang mga detective kayo, no ha?
Nag-start po siya kasi meron po akong mga kapamilya dito sa Bicol na frontliners po, na healthcare workers. At nung umuwi po ako dito sa Bicol, nalaman ko po na kulang sila ng PPE, ng mga mask, at nasa frontline po sila. So, natural po na yung sunod na tanong ay, saan kaya napupunta yung pera natin, pera ng mga mamamayan para suportahan ang talagang mga nasa front lines. So doon po siya nagsimula.
And then it just grew and grew. What about you, Michael?
Actually, na-invite lang po ako ni Ken para mag-handle po ng financial reporting. By profession po ako ay isang external auditor.
How large is the group now?
60 people po kami.
60 people?
Opo, who have contributed in mga lawyer, mga...
Paano nyo naakit sila?
Mostly mga tag po sa Facebook. Siguro po lahat kami naghahanap ng paraan para makatulong at this time.
You are really talking about in the President's reports. Ano itong President's weekly reports?
Yung tinatrack po ng group po namin ay yung President's report po na sinusumite sa Joint Congressional Oversight Committee.
Bakit President's reports ang kinuha nyo? Ano ba ang dapat i-report ng Presidente?
So sa President's report po, nandun po yung report galing sa iba-ibang ahensya na nagpapatupad po ng Bayanihan to Heal as One Act. So yung report po galing sa DSWD.
How much are we talking about? Kasi yung Bayanihan Heal as One gives the President emergency powers to get savings and unappropriated anywhere he can get from the 2019 and the 2020 budgets to help the COVID-19. Diba yun? Gusto malaman ng mga tao, yung perang 370 billion na yan or 390 billion na yan, ayan ba na-release na ng budget, ng Department of the Budget?
Yun po yung na-allocate. Opo.
Alright. How much of that money goes to the Social Amelioration Program ng Bayanihan We Heal as One? Magkano ho?
Po, out of the budget po, ang naka-allocate po para sa mga Social Amelioration Program ay sa 272 billion.
272 billion has been allocated to the Social Amelioration Program. Ano itong Social Amelioration Program?
Ito pong Social Amelioration Program, binubuo po ito ng 3 programa po. Yung programa ng DSWD, ito yung subsidy program po sa mga 4-piece family, sa non-4-piece, sa mga drivers, at even sa mga senior citizens. Yung pangalawang program po ay under naman ng DOLE. Ito yung mga labor support program sa mga workers, formal and informal po. Ito yung tinatawag natin na COVID-19 Adjustment Measures Program or CAM program na pinalitan naman po ng Small Business Wage Subsidy Program. Tapos ang pangatlo po ay yung support naman sa mga farmers natin na pinapangalagaan po ng Department of Agriculture naman.
Let's make it very clear. Out of the 271 billion, and this was released when? April, right? Do you know when it was released?
April to May po yung naging implementation.
Ang nakita ko kasi, I did my own research, April 20 na released by DBM. Whatever it is.
The allocation po.
What day are we talking about as of X date, only 100, how much?
As of June 29 po, ito po yung pinakahuling tala namin.
Okay.
186 billion lang po yung
186 out of
68% po ng budget ang na-spend.
What was the amount given and for what was this amount supposed to be used?
Sa DOLE may allocated po na budget na 58 billion. So ito po ay 52 billion na po yung na-spend, and most of the mga beneficiaries po na-receive na po nila yung yung kailan dapat ma-receive.
But DOLE at least is 90% performance, 95%, what?
So 7.3 million of 7.4 million workers. I-clarify lang po namin na yung pinakamalaking bahagi po ng labor support programs ay with the DOF SSS Small Business Wage Subsidy, of which yung last po na President's Report, of that 7.4 million, 6.1 million po yung workers that are covered by the Small Business Wage Subsidy Program. Yung isa po, kung bakit siya 99 at hindi 100%, may 250,000 OFWs po that are part of what they call the AKAP program sa DOLE. As of June 29 po, 176,000 or 70% po of this 250,000 OFWs yung napadalhan ng assistance.
So the next is farmer and agricultural support. Magkano yon?
Ito po ay composed ng tatlong program po na minonitor namin. So 8.5 billion po yun. 3 billion sa RFFA, Rice Farmers Financial Assistance Program. 3 million
ito ay loans ito. Hindi ito subsidy.
Unconditional cash transfers po na 5,000 sa mga farmers. Hindi po ito loans.
Itong Rice Farmers Financial Assistance.
Yes po. And even yung financial subsidy for Rice Farmers Program, 5,000 din po yan for farmers not covered nung unang program.
So they covered first 597,000 farmers.
Correct.
And then the next program was another 591,000 farmers. So about 1 million farmers got 5,000 pesos each one time.
One time, yes.
Is that right? Sa 270 billion na yan, ilan ang para sa DSWD? Para sa mga programa ng DSWD?
May naka-allocate po na 205 billion sa DSWD.
So, sa DSWD, what is the situation? As of June 29, 2020?
Given out na po yung first tranche.
100%.
Opo, yun po yung nakalagay sa kanilang report.
Sa first tranche, 98%. Sa second tranche, yung in other words, second bigay ng 5,000 or 8,000 pesos.
Sa huli po naming tala, may 12 million po na beneficiaries na dapat makatanggap, pero 1.3 million pa lang po yung nakatanggap nito. So mga 11% po nung mga beneficiaries ng second tranche.
As of June 29.
Yes po.
Tignan niyo yan. Anong recommendation nyo para bumilis ang pagkabigay ng pera?
Una po, yung lalo po sa pag-duplicate ng list, kailangan i-relax po para pay now, verify later yung maging procedure. Yung second po ay kailangan po magkaroon ng community verification process na dapat ipaskill ng LGU yung mga listahan.
On a scale of 0 to 10, Michael and Ken, how successful is the Social Amelioration Program?
6.8 out of 10 po.
Alright, you?
Ako po I'll let the numbers speak for itself po. So sa first tranche po ng Social Amelioration, 94% po ang naabot, at ito ay naabot ng May. For second tranche po, tulad ng sabi namin, 11% pa lang po yung naabot. Na dapat May pa lang nag-start, pero nag-start lang po mid-June. Ang goal po nila by July 30 or even mag-extend ng August para maabot po lahat ng mga beneficiaries sa second tranche.
Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much, Ken. I had a fantastic time talking to you because at least you had hard evidence.
Maraming salamat po.
Okay.
Thank you po, Tita Winnie.
Bakit hindi masamang umutang sa panahon ng COVID? Yung gobyerno, pareho din yon. Alam nyo, nung panahon ng COVID, mababa ang mga buwis na kinokolekta ng gobyerno. Tumataas naman ang expenditure nila. Alam pa kasi gusto nilang tulungan ang sambayanan. Hindi ba? So, kung bumababa yung buwis na kinokolekta nila, tumataas ng expenditure, meron tinatawag na deficit. Paano nila mafi-finance yung deficit na lang? Mag-umutang. Paano uutang? Either uutang dito sa Pilipinas o utang sa abroad. During this pandemic, I defy any country in the world to say, we're not going to borrow. Lahat sila nagde-deficit ho. At kailangan, i-finance yung deficit na yan. Okay?